Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. About he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. Hey. That's it.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
This is Bell. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Watch the whip.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins, 89 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This one caught by Ridley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Set 53, flush. Down, you lose one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 3-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Kill. Right, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a hole.
And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny United?
And no, not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Second quarter now, Falcon football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Mike, 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hello?
Murray now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Off the play fake. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Bring it.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again, Lawrence. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. 2nd and 14. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's caught. Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence rolling to his right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
What's the run? They're wrong, huh? Mark 55! Mark 55!
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And what's next? And what's the ball?
Out of the gun, here's Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
It's our time. It's our time.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A final shot before break. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's bring it. Check. 55 to Mike. Bravo. 55 to Mike.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you. High 7, high 7.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. That's hot.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Goes underneath for Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30. past the 20.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. They'll go again with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hopkins. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 'Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132, 2.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Buying time to his left. And he connects with Ertz. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Smith. Blue draw quarters.
Not today.
Get.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Also, Humphrey.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again they run with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
On 4th down, Lawrence steps away to it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
You. Set up.
Back to throw, Murray.
Watch the screen.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Off-play action. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot! Squeeze!
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got the first down inside the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch your Slatt.
Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
That's good for Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So